Beginning July 2023, the National Federation of State High School Associations will recognize separate weight classes for girls in high school wrestling. That change comes too late for female wrestlers like Jessica Hunter, a senior in her final season at Higley High School. For Jessica, the time to stake her claim as one of the top wrestlers in the state is now.
My name is Jessica Hunter, and I am the third placer for Arizona's All-State Girls Wrestling Tournament. I am a senior, and I have been wrestling about 3.5 years.
Growing up in a family of wrestlers, Jessica felt pressure to follow in the footsteps of her older brothers and sisters.
All of my siblings were wrestlers. I've just been surrounded by it my entire life. I felt this pressure that maybe wrestling was just a thing that I had to do. That's not to say that I didn't enjoy it, but definitely it wasn't something that I felt like I had a choice in.
Even when the desire was there, Jessica still had a greater challenge to overcome.
The biggest challenge that came with wrestling was that once I finally wanted to wrestle, I had such self-doubt, and it was hard to get myself to work and to fight for the things that I wanted because in my mind, I already didn't have them. That was really the most amazing thing about this year's head coach is that every time I started to sink into that feeling of inability, of not being capable, he was able to pull me out of it and convince me that this was something that I wanted, that I am capable of working through the pain that I was feeling.
Head coach Evans has been there from the start, serving as a mentor to Jessica throughout her whole high school wrestling career.
Her desire to wrestle started strong, and then she kind of lost the desire for a while. She stepped away from the sport, which was probably good for her. And then when she came back, she was very focused and very successful. Her determination grew more than anything else that I saw this past year. It far outweighed the changes in skill, but her confidence in herself really was great this year, and that's why she had such a successful season.
There isn't much I regret from wrestling simply because I've grown, and without those mistakes and follies, I wouldn't have become the wrestler that I am now. The biggest thing that I regret is letting myself think that I had to wrestle, that I had to be perfect, that wrestling was about being perfect. Because once I learned that that wasn't the case, it became less of something I dreaded and more of something that I absolutely loved.
With her senior season now at its end, Jessica contemplates a future in the sport she has come to love. She plans to coach at the high school level in the future. With photographer Garrett Osborne, I'm Jack Misselhorn.